Hello and welcome to a very spooky and wildcat-filled October 1st. That is Cheetah Erin taking on a jack-o'-lantern fit for a wildcat like herself. Not only did caretakers and interns do a great job of, looks like it is a cat itself, but well, what's the most important thing for a cat like Erin is that jack-o'-lantern is not just tricks, but a little treats too. You can see Erin has some chicken wings, some beef pieces, chicken pieces. Quite the spooky start to the Halloween season. Welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. You are tuned in live here to the Wildcat Sanctuary. This is our one and only resident cheetah, Erin, taking on some unique enrichment that her caretaking team is always so great about consistently providing her. And hey everyone, Erin may be eating. We're on the other side of our Fill the Freezer fundraiser, so I want to thank those who cats like Erin fed. Looking forward to updating everyone accordingly. Betty Winter saying, I love it. Krista Christensen saying, hello Judson. Hey Chris, all is well. Hey, Beth. Hey, Marilyn. Rayanne Roland is here. Erin really trying to get to the last chicken pieces in the bottom of her pumpkin enrichment there. What a great pumpkin puzzle, says Andrea Johnson. Indeed, Andrea. And I have it on a good word that this is, just the beginning of pumpkin season, thanks to people like you. And I won't burst our bubble, our pumpkin just yet, but pumpkin season is upon us. And boy, oh boy, cats like Erin, they not only get to puzzle foods out of it. You can think about some of our big cats who really like, chomping it, chomping. Some of our medium, and cats are kind of getting that same value from a pumpkin. But we're going to hang out for a little longer. I know my Wi-Fi can get a little choppy over here. I think it's spookier than any scare that spooky season could offer us, the Wi-Fi on this corner of the property. But that's life. I want to stick around for a little bit. I think that it's so frustrating sometimes that our Wi-Fi keeps us from visiting with, all of our rescues and painting a picture of how all of our rescues are equally important to us. And I know we have these kind of high percentage internet areas or Wi-Fi areas that we often find ourselves in, but I want to stick it out for a little longer because Erin, not only, as Daria is pointing out, is one of our more shy cats, but I just want to spend some time with her and kind of make this internet work for me, hopefully. But hi Daria, glad to have you. And Erin she's more shy, she's more selective. I think that she's far from one of the most shy cats here at the sanctuary, but I like a cat who knows what they want and when they want it, and Erin is one of those cats. Stuart Rimmer tuning in. Hey Stuart, glad to have you with us on this live post. Maria Vaughn checking in from across the ocean, saying hi to all the cats and dog. Glad to have you, Maria, as always. Nita Shaw, thank you for those heart emojis. Arlene Sterling saying hi. Hi, Arlene. A good afternoon to Kim Raymond, Kim K. I always get so stuck up with those last names. I apologize, folks. Good afternoon, Kim. Glad to have you. As always, you can kind of hear the hustle and buzz of a busy sanctuary. Caretakers are doing kick butt things like this for Erin, all kind of mapped across all the sanctuary throughout all the different zones for all the different species of rescue. So Jackie was who's the zone lead of Cougar Cove here. She was in getting Erin's habitat cleaned. I think they did a little light weed whipping. They have her pumpkin placed for her. If it's more rescues, with their job here at the sanctuary. Kind of zooming out a little bit. Good afternoon, Carol Hawk checking in from Pennsylvania. I'm kind of just going through some of the comments as they pop up in between that funky Wi-Fi. Good afternoon, says Rosie. Jeannie Kerr. Ooh, Daria, that's right. You're flipping your calendar over to October, and you were greeted by Miko and Ripley, two of our Rescue Canada links. Ooh, and look at the boob in here, and the paparazzi were going to see if they could walk over and join me, but you saw that little stink eye that Erin gave them. I can see still a few chicken pieces left there, and Erin's no wallflower. I probably see that pumpkin being afternoon in and grab some of that food as well. So I think she's going to have a fun little afternoon ahead of her. Oh, Faith Warner, I'll read part of the comments. Sad Miss Erin. I think many of you know what the RBF. We're back. And you can hang out right there for a moment. Thanks for sticking along for the bumpy Wi-Fi, but a live post with Erin, everyone, is certainly worth it. I can guarantee it. But I'm not going to totally vacate the area. Erin's place, and so I kind of want to go over and see what Miss Tao is doing. And maybe, just maybe, the internet will be a hair better over there. But flying above you, Erin. And I'm glad that Erin is having some fun with her pumpkin enrichment here. And what better of a day than October 1st? But let's go. Let's even see, because I'm able to use the double door. Let's see if we can do it. All right, we're hanging out with Tao now, just next door to Miss Erin. So hopefully our Wi-Fi will be a little bit kinder to us. But there's Tao, kind of sky high, tree high, enjoying what I think is kind of some tuna that was scattered up on top of her platform. She has a frozen watermelon and I think a couple other fun enrichment options for this lovely lady bobcat. This is also fun to see. I'm going to zoom out here that you may have remembered that the other week that we were asking for you to help fund a new medication regimen for a cat like Shazam. He was going to be receiving Silencia injections, which ultimately is a pain management medication, and it's something that Miss Lucy has received. Shazam, as you know, is now receiving it. And I zoomed out because Miss Tao, who unfortunately before rescue we know that Tao is a 4-pawed declawed bobcat, Tao has now officially started her operant conditioning to get her accustomed to coming by our on-site hospital. All of that can happen right here, right in Tao's space. And I'm going to turn and see. Fun, healthy eating, says Linda McCullen. That's exactly right. I think that's what Tao is doing right now. And it's funny because her platform is so tall that I can't even get a good look at her. But Tao's got shades of Kitu and Lavani left over in her habitat here. You can see that big cheetah den that Tao takes full advantage of. Even has the buried electric to it. And of course, Erin having her own version right here in her habitat. But Tao very much excitingly taking advantage of the cheetah size heated indoor den. And we won't get into our full kind of winter talk, but lots of caretakers have been busy doing things like sanctuary winterization and getting out some of the heated water buckets, stringing out some extension cords, just kind of thinking about the prep that needs to happen before cold really settles in for our rescues. It's a little hard to even imagine that cold is around the corner. I don't know about you guys, but at least here in the Midwest, we are in a stretch of 80 days. It may be October 1st, it might be spooky season, but I think the spookiest thing so far about this season are some of the daily highs. We have reaching the mid 80s this weekend here in Minnesota, so it's a little bit of out of the ordinary. I think Minnesota throws a lot of different temperatures at us from September to November, but nonetheless, looking forward to kind of expanding a little bit more on some of the winterization process. And even that's what Jackie and her team were just doing there. They had their ladder up, They switched out Beauty's bucket for a heated water bucket, and making sure, of course, that the extension cords that they're running out, little things to do about that in a much more full-formed way here shortly. Hello and welcome, everyone. It might be a little bumpy, as far as Wi-Fi, but still a great live post with a cat who we don't often get to see on lives, not only because we're in a finicky Wi-Fi area, but Miss Erin can just be a little selective about her camera time. So it's certainly a special moment and something to take advantage of regardless of a little bumpy Wi-Fi. So I appreciate everyone's patience. Erin, aka Snoopy, forever on top of her heated den. I think that faith is a great connection and is something that I'm surprised I haven't thought of that myself. She very much is a Snoopy-esque type of gal hanging out on her heated den there. And you can see this enrichment, kind of really having the effect that Jackie and her team wanted. There was just a portion of Erin's diet. That's not her full diet puzzled away in that pumpkin. But it's giving her an activity to enjoy and to be curious about and to be engaged with. And, we've been live for about 15 or 20 minutes or so. Erin has been doing exactly that, standing up, pawing at it, thinking about what's the best route to go. Now I can just tell with that look she has in her eye, she's wondering, well, if this thing is here, maybe there's more things like this that are here. So there she goes to smell a log where caretakers often place some enrichment for her. So it's doing exactly what we're wanting to do for our rescues. There's no denying the fact that cats like Erin are living in a captive environment. We, of course, want all of our animals here at the Wildcat Sanctuary to be living wild at free, but for one reason or another, they cannot. And so when in a captive environment, we're going to do everything that we can to make it exactly that, an enriching environment. And providing things like this unique enrichment is doing exactly that. We get to see Erin's mind working. We get to see her thinking and wondering what should be her next step, what's the next play. And then, of course, just getting up and active, wanting her to use that body and be active and stay mobile. We love seeing it, and it's so amazing how beneficial that enrichment is and how important it is for our rescues. Yeah, I'm talking about you, pretty lady. I'm gonna zoom out and see what Miss Tao is up to. It must have put maybe a little something more up there than just some scattered tuna, maybe a blood sickle. Like I said, it is getting close to that 80-degree mark today. It will be firmly in the 80s, I think, tomorrow and through Saturday until Sunday when it cools down a little bit. Tomorrow, of course, is Thursday. You can expect a Wildcat wrap-up. There's that pretty mug of yours, Miss Tao. You can expect a Wildcat wrap-up with Tammy, and even is going to be a little special version. Tammy's going to be doing her wrap-up with Mango. So she's going to be visiting Mango. You guys know that Mango had her hernia repair surgery last week, which she's been doing well. Tammy's done a great job of updating everyone on her on Mango's Instagram page and her Facebook group page. But tomorrow, of course, will be not only a great time to get informed about some sanctuary happenings, as we always do during our Wildcat wrap-ups, but also get some quality Mango time in. Hi, Miss Erin. Were you sneaking up on me? Well, we'll hang out for just a moment longer. I am happy that, it might have been a little bit of a bumpy ride at the beginning of the live, but I think that Wi-Fi came together and started behaving a little bit more, which I appreciate. Erin's still wondering, how to maybe puzzle out some of those last morsels of her food enrichment, maybe wondering, how to pick up that pumpkin, maybe wondering just what to do next. So off she goes. And it looks like Tao is even settling down in some shade after being up on that talk platform and during her enrichment. So I think, folks, we're probably going to call that a live post. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. It was great to see Miss Erin. I know that, again, it might have been a little bumpy via Wi-Fi, but for the reasons I listed, Erin being a little shy girl, that sometimes the Wi-Fi, if you thought this was uncooperative, it can really be uncooperative, and we can't even get a live off. So I love that we're able to kind of collectively come together and share in the experiences that you make possible for our rescues. And that's why the lives are so important to me, and I'm sure that's why they're important to you. But for now, everyone, have an excellent, excellent rest of your Wednesday. As I said, tomorrow's Thursday. Tammy's Wildcat wrap-up will be coming tomorrow, and it'll be featuring Miss Mango, the rescued lion cub. So great to catch up with Mango, and of course catch up all the sanctuary happenings with Tammy. But for now, have an excellent rest of your Wednesday today. Happy Hump Day. Happy 1st of October and the 1st of spooky season. It was a fun launch into pumpkins and apple cider and falling leaves with Erin enjoying her pumpkin enrichment here. But for now, have an excellent rest of your Wednesday today, and we'll see you